Emmanuel. It's dead December 23rd, 2023. I'm out here with my doggies. I'm out here with Suki, Fiela, and Princesa. Look at them. Suki loves them, and they love her. Look at them. So cute. Suki's a little cutie. Come here, Suki. Come here. Hey. Look. Say hi to Lila. Isn't she the cutest little puppy? She's a cutie. I'm not becoming a dog guy. It just... you were here when we got Princesa, so you remember she came to the door. Then I found... I'm going to go inside. Then I found Fiela in a field, and she needed somebody to take care of her. And then somebody asked me if I wanted Suki. And Suki was so cute I couldn't say no. I'm not like a dog guy because I don't have a family. I'm not like a cat lady. I just want to kind of update you. I don't know how long it's been, maybe a couple weeks since I did another video. I sent your mom a text because I saw she was on WhatsApp. And there's 2 text messages. I'm going to play them right now.
¿Puedo hablar con Lila y Emmanuel? I love you, Lila and Emmanuel. I think about you guys every day.
So, I don't know if you can see, but the first message said, ¿Puedo hablar con Lila y Emmanuel? And that says, can I speak with Lila and Emmanuel? And that on WhatsApp, it shows you 1 check mark if you send it and 2 check marks if they receive it. And so your mom received the first message because it has 2 check marks. And then the second message only has 1 check mark. So that tells me that she blocked me. After she received my first message, she blocked me. And you have to ask, why can't I speak to my children? What father in the world is not allowed to speak to his children? What kind of evil woman keeps a man from talking to his children? Why? Why not let me speak to my children? The reason is because the truth will come out. And she knows that. She knows you'll hear the truth from my mouth. And she won't allow that to happen. And I remember, so your mom lied to my dad. She lied to her dad. When her dad came here, he came here this past March. And he told me all kinds of things like, Asher, you were working at Burger King in Texas. How are you going to support? I'm like, what are you talking about? I was working at Burger King. Yes, Jessica told me you were working at Burger King, and she's the one that bought the car. She's the one that paid off the house in Mexico. I'm like, Jessica did that from working at Walmart? Are you serious? No. And I even took out some contracts that I had. I'm like, look, Andres, this was a $200,000 project I sold. My commission was $10,000 on this project. How do you believe that? I was so hilarious. And so anyways, she turned Caleb against me. This is something women do, Lila. I pray you never do this to your husband. I remember my mom trying to turn me against my dad. She was trying to turn me against my dad, and I refused to go for it. I refused to believe it because I just used my eyes. I said, wait a second. You're the one that abuses dad. He doesn't. She used to tell me my dad abused her. I'm like, no, you abuse my dad. I see you throw things at my dad. I see you yell at my dad. I see you have temper tantrums towards my dad. I'm not going to believe it. But if it didn't work, women wouldn't do it. And women all over the world turn their young men in against the father. I don't know why they do this. It says women are evil according to the Bible. It says Eve was deceived and Adam was not. Anyways, I love you so much, and I just want the truth to get out to you someday, somehow, some way. Again, today's December 23rd, 2023. It's a week of Christmas. Christmas in Latin means Christ's death. Mass means death in Latin. Here in Mexico, they call it Navidad, which means birth, which they're actually celebrating the birth of their false god, Baal, child of Nimrod. And there's a lot of bad stuff. I don't celebrate it. I try to work on the day of Christmas. The whole world's shut down in Mexico. It's quiet. Nobody's traveling. Nobody's doing anything. All the wicked heathen celebrate God, right? No, they're celebrating a false god. It's the real The real worshipers of the real God that take no part in this day, and I won't take part in it. People try to invite me over for dinner. People come to my house. Oh, what are you doing on December 25th? Oh, I got plans. Because I don't want to hurt their feelings. What else I want to tell you about? Found out this week that Caleb and Preston are wrestling. I'm so happy. And they've got starting spots on the varsity team, and their team won like the district duels or whatever. Their team, they've done this for 6 years. They're on a pretty good team. I mean, they're not obviously on a Brandon level, where Brandon was, undefeated for 30-something years and won 12 straight state titles. And they have countless state champions, many 4-time state champions, many 3-time state champions, multiple double 2-time state champions. Whereas Caleb's school, they have like regional champs, like a wall of regional champs, which is cool. I mean, look, you can't all be Brandon, right? And, for a public school, it's difficult for a public school to get to the level of a private school, or like you have this Lake Highland Preparatory Academy in Orlando. They can recruit. They can recruit guys from all over the state. There's no laws against that. A public high school can't recruit. They're basically stuck with the people in their county. So, I'm very pleased with Caleb and Preston. They sought out this school. It's got a good team. They joined it. Caleb's got a good record. I think he's got like 25 wins right now. I don't know if Preston, I can't find him because he's not on Track Wrestling. Caleb's on Track Wrestling, so I can find his records and stuff. But I'm so pleased and so happy that they're part of a team. I know we took Caleb out of wrestling when he was 12. He had beaten some of the best in the world. I'm sorry, let me state this over. He had beaten kids then that are now some of the best in the world. Like Diaz, the Diaz boy. He won a state championship in Florida in 7th grade. Now he's in Iowa in 10th grade. He won another state championship in Iowa. Iowa was the second best wrestling state in the country. He beat Vince Bousakis at least twice, maybe 3 times. Of course, Vince's brother was one of the number one recruited guys, Nick Bousakis. He went to Ohio State, and now Vince is, I think, in the top 10 in the country. So, he beat these guys that are now top level, and when he was a little kid. So that just tells me he would have been there. Now, we didn't have the money these families had. They were traveling like mad. They were literally every single weekend driving to different states all across the country, as far as California, from Florida. So they were obviously able to sink more investment into it. And I saw, we got to that point where we could have continued with that. And I saw it. I'm like, man, I can't afford this. And I don't want to worship this sport. Yes, I want my children to be the best, but I don't want to have to literally dedicate my life. Like, you talk to the Diaz's, and that's all they talk about. Like, you can't have a conversation about nothing else. And I didn't want that for you guys. I didn't want you to grow up in this false reality. The world is wrestling. So I took you guys out, and now I'm happy you're back in it. I'm happy Caleb got to at least reclaim his last year of high school. I know, he went to heck and back trying to get all this. He's had to work. I know he's probably been in different schools, and he's a senior now. He's going to graduate. I'm happy he's going to graduate, because before I thought, well, he's just going to get his GED because he's moving around and all this. But he's going to graduate. He's going to wrestle. He's going to get a letter probably on a jacket or something if they still do that. Preston's a junior. He's kicking butt. He's going to have a great senior year next year if you guys are still there. So I'm very happy about all this stuff. I was on cloud 9 all week. I saw a picture of your mom on Facebook. I don't see any pictures of you guys. I think they keep you guys off so I can't see them, which is another thing. I can't talk to you and I can't see a picture of you? Like, why? Why won't you let me see a picture of you? It doesn't make sense. How cruel do you have to be? It's like, okay, you've already got the knife in me. Now you want to twist it and slice across. Like, why? Why hurt me so bad? I just want to see my babies. So yeah, I saw a picture of your mom. She's wearing short shorts, dresses again. She's dressing worldly. She had come out of that when we got saved. We got saved together. I thought we got saved together, but apparently not. Apparently I'm the only one that did. Dedicated my life to the Lord. Here I am, lost everything. Like the Bible says in Matthew chapter 10, you will lose everything. Jesus didn't come to unite. He came to divide. He didn't come to bring peace, but a sword. He will divide you from your family because your family is not going to follow me because I am people love sin. It says in the latter days, the love of many will wax cold because sin will grow. The sin has grown and grown and grown. Caleb wanted back into the world. Preston wanted back into the world. Your mom wanted back into the world. Andrea wanted in the world. Everybody wants in the world. My dad refused a Bible study with me. So because of sin, love is cold, so they don't care about me. Just to look on your mom's face, she looked sad. She looked lonely. I mean, she was smiling, but I know her. I could see into her soul. And she's just like a hollow shell of a woman. It really hurts me. It hurts me bad. I'm afraid she's been with men and I can't ever be with her again, since that's the case. But Andrea graduated college. I'm so proud of her for that too. She's probably going to become an attorney. I taught Andrea wrong. I taught her to be successful. That was the wrong thing. I wish I could go back and do it over. And here she is. She's going to be 22, 23. Hopefully she gets married and have children, because if she doesn't, that time's fading away from her. She's only got about 10 more years that she can do that. But she's probably going to become an attorney and be successful. I mean, but I wish I had trained her to instead, don't go to college. Just find a man who he can support you, and you can be a happy mom. You can raise your children. You can do good by your children. Let me see, anything else? Work's going good. I'm still working for the same guy. Finally, I'm like holding down a job. It's not that I don't hold down a job. It's that other opportunities appear, and I take them. Kind of like a football coach. I was thinking about this yesterday. Sometimes football coaches hop from team to team to team to team, and they finally get settled on a team, and they end up winning, becoming a successful coach and winning championships and things like that. It's kind of like me. Like, okay, I start out somewhere. I get another opportunity to go somewhere else and it pays a little more, so I do it. Nobody frowns upon football coaches, but employees, they frown upon it. You didn't stay at this job long enough. Well, why would I if there's a better job out there? If somebody's paying me more, if somebody's actually seeing the value in me, of course I'm going to go to them. It's the day and age we live in. It's easier to find a new job. It's not like the old days where you walk down the road. I remember the story of a black guy needing a job. He walked down the road. He walked in the first place. It was a place that did suits for men. I don't know. I can't think of the name off the top of my head. And he got a job, and he literally worked at that job for like 50 years. You know what I mean? Like, I can't imagine that. I want so much more for my life than just work in a strip mall. But power to that guy for doing it, and I respect people that are able to work low level or management, basic middle level jobs for their whole life. I can't do that. I have to be seeking more and more and more for some reason. It's just in me. It's the drive I have in me. But I am happy to be working with my hands, learning how to make furniture. We literally cut trees down in the woods, turn them into tables and chairs, and beautiful, beautiful stuff. It's amazing. I want to come back and see you guys. I don't know how, because I don't have a driver's license, and every job I apply for requires a driver's license. And it's like, yeah, I can get one, but I don't have a place to live when I come back, so I need help there. I might be able to get there with travel expenses, but I won't have enough money to first, last deposit, all these things you need to get into a home, a place, an apartment. And so I'm trying. I am starting to fill out applications and send my resume out, but I've been out of work for 3 years. People see that, and I don't know. People are stupid. They don't understand. I could literally. They're looking for. One guy wanted to hire me to manage 4 people. I'm like, dude, you should be hiring me to manage your whole company. Okay, it's like an insult. But baby girl, Emmanuel, I gotta cut this video off. I love you, Emmanuel. Lila had a dream about you the other night. You were coming towards me on a road, and I picked you up and I held you, and I said, Lila, it's Daddy. And you go, my daddy? You're my daddy? And I took my glasses off, and you could see it was me, and I was so sad after that. And that made me I have to get back to see you guys, because I might regret this in 10 years if I don't. So I'm trusting in the Lord to do it. I got to go. This message is over 15 minutes long. I love you, baby girl and baby boy. Bye.